Welcome to the Healthy Body. Dr. Alex here. Today we're diving into one of the most talked about and most misunderstood topics in men's health: penis size. We've all heard the jokes, the bravado, and the locker room talk. Social media loves to amplify extremes. The bigger is always better myth. But here's the truth. When you look at the actual research, the story is very different. Over the next 45 minutes, I'm going to walk you through the real science on what women prefer, and I'll go far beyond size. We'll explore how confidence, emotional connection, communication, and physical health all play huge roles in sexual satisfaction. Whether you're in your 30s, 50s, or beyond 60, you'll come away with a deeper understanding of how to create a fulfilling, passionate sex life, no matter what the measuring tape says. Part 1: The myth versus the reality. Let's start by cutting through the noise. For decades, media, adult films, and even casual conversations have promoted the idea that women universally want very large sizes, numbers far above the average. But studies tell a completely different story. Researchers decided to approach the question in a clever way, not by asking women what they say they want, but by looking at what they actually choose when no one's watching. They examined sales data from 8 major sex toy retailers, focusing on toys intended for vaginal insertion. The logic? What someone buys for their own private pleasure is often a more honest reflection of preference than what they might say in a survey. The results? The most commonly purchased lengths were between 4 and 6 inches, with girths under 4.5 inches. In fact, 6 of the 8 retailers showed best-selling products with average insertable lengths below 6 inches. That's remarkably close to the average natural erect penis, which is about 5 to 6 inches long and 4.5 to 5 inches around. Part 2: The slightly above average curiosity. Another study examined realistic dildos labeled as best sellers from top US retailers and Amazon. This time, the average length was 6.5 inches, slightly longer than average but not dramatically so. This hints at something important. Yes, some women are curious about a bit more, but very few are seeking extremes. If size were the most important factor in sexual satisfaction, we'd see a strong preference for 8, 9, or 10 inches. We don't. What we see instead is moderation. Part 3: Comfort, fit, and real satisfaction. One of the most fascinating findings from the research was that price and girth often influence purchasing decisions more than length. Many women prioritized a comfortable fit over maximum size. In fact, products with larger than average girth often sold less than those with average proportions. And this makes perfect sense when you think about it. The female body is designed for pleasure, but also has physical limits. For many women, comfort and intimacy are far more important than stretching those limits. Pain, discomfort, or even anxiety about discomfort can disrupt the entire experience. Part 4: The bigger picture, beyond measurements. Now let's shift our focus. Because here's the truth. Even if you were in the average range, and statistically you probably are, size alone does not determine sexual satisfaction. Here are the real pillars of sexual connection. Confidence. Not arrogance, but comfort in your own body and abilities. Emotional intimacy. Feeling safe, connected, and appreciated. Communication. Talking about what feels good, what doesn't, and being responsive. Technique. Understanding anatomy, arousal patterns, and the importance of foreplay. Health, physical fitness, hormonal balance, and good blood flow all make a huge difference. Part 5: For men over 60. If you're in your 60s or beyond, here's something important. Changes in erections, stamina, or sensation are normal with age, but they're not the end of your sex life. Many men actually find their sexual experiences improve with age, because they focus more on connection and less on performance anxiety. Practical ways to keep your sex life thriving after 60. 1. Maintain cardiovascular health. Your erections depend on good blood flow. Regular exercise, a heart-healthy diet, and staying active are essential. 2. Boost testosterone naturally. Strength training, vitamin D, adequate sleep, and reducing belly fat can help maintain healthy testosterone levels. 3. Prioritize foreplay. Longer build-up means more arousal and stronger responses for both partners. 4. Use positions that maximize sensation, for both you and your partner. 5. Don't skip medical checkups. Conditions like diabetes, high blood pressure, and low hormones can affect performance but are treatable. Part 6. The confidence shift. When you truly understand that most women prefer average sizes, and that satisfaction comes from so many other factors, something shifts. You stop comparing yourself to unrealistic media portrayals, and you start focusing on what you can control. Your health, your energy, your relationship, your mindset. Confidence is magnetic. And in the bedroom, it's often more attractive than any measurement. Part 7. Action steps for a thriving sex life. Let's end with some actionable steps you can start today. Educate yourself. Learn more about anatomy and pleasure. Take care of your body. Strength, stamina, and flexibility all help. Improve communication. Have open, judgment-free conversations with your partner. Focus on whole body touch. Sexual pleasure starts long before penetration. Let go of comparisons. You are not competing with anyone else's body. Final thoughts. Gentlemen, if you are within the average size range, you are more than enough. The vast majority of women prefer exactly what you already have. And if you want to elevate your sex life, the secret isn't in changing your size. It's in deepening your connection, boosting your health, and approaching intimacy with confidence and curiosity. You are capable. You are worthy. And you are absolutely enough.